Hello everybody, welcome to a third bench tutorial. I'm gonna show in this tutorial I'm gonna continue on with the UVs and put them all basically together in one piece and make a texture for it all. As well, I'm gonna do a occlusion mask, it's gonna be like a shadow, so it looks more realistic. First of all, what I just add some skylight, but I forgot to put all the UVs in the same normal place, so yeah, attach them all. So I'm just gonna attach it all first, unwrap it, delete the skylight for a sec, because I don't need it right now. You can see if you attach them all together, all the pieces, they're gonna be in the same UV editor, so it's quite useful to know, especially like you have to think about it before, because if you're gonna have every single bit in the same place, everything you've done before, it's gonna just mess up. So don't do the same mistake I've did before. So basically what I'm doing right now, I'm just rescaling every single bit to make sure it fits and things like that. So the texture, when it's gonna be done, the texture doesn't stretch out or blends in or whatever. Uh, as I mentioned already before, this is like doing a puzzle. You have to use as much space as possible, if possible. And the checker box is very useful to know how big is the one of the pieces, so to make sure it's approximately the same size. Just moving around bits, because this one, the foot, how you call them, the legs for a bench, because they are together in one position. I'm gonna move them around a bit later. And first I thought I could just leave it as it is, but if you're doing a shadow map, it just probably is not good, because it's just gonna uh, break the texture. If you are gonna have same texture basically on one and the other side, and it can look terrible if you're not gonna bother editing it in Photoshop. So what I did here, I just turned off shadow and occlusion so it doesn't get in my way, because it's quite annoying sometimes. Moving just some parts around, looking how it looks. Make sure it doesn't overlay. It doesn't go outside, because it's gonna mix a bit of texture, and it's gonna be a little bit, you're gonna see some white or whatever. It's not gonna look okay. You can see here it's still a lot of space left. So what I did, I just decided to make two of the leg parts separate, so I can use the textures on separate, on one leg and the other one, and oops, and basically I can draw a picture or whatever, or different scratches on one leg and on different ones different. So on one leg it can be saying hello, and on the other say bye or whatever. Just as example. You can see there's not much space right now, so what I'm doing is just trying to put them all nicely. Fits perfectly in here. Trying to get every single piece of empty space. Just gonna move this around. Don't forget to subscribe, like I said before, and don't forget to comment or like or dislike if you want to this video. I want to, every single feedback is good for me. I want to know what you think. So if you don't like it, just say it. I'm gonna try and work a bit more on my speech or whatever, or on my way I'm doing the texturing or videos. You can see I'm still trying to find a way to put them in all together. Have some questions you can ask. I'm gonna be I'm gonna try as much as possible to answer a question. As well, I'm thinking to make some short videos of tips and tricks of 3D Max. If you like this idea, just tell me. Just comment or write to me. So I was happy with UV. Just collapsed it all. Saved as well. So just in case if it breaks or whatever, so I can have a don't have to like start from all over again if auto backup this doesn't work. Now what I do is I do a render to texture. So I just create a on Skylight. I select my model, and in here I just add a shadow map. Choose the path I want to save in. I don't know why it doesn't save properly. It should save properly, but well. Just shows you one texture and saves for different ones, so I don't know what the hell is going on. If you have some ideas what the hell is going on, let me know. Because I'm angry about it sometimes. Just selecting one of the paths, making a new folder for UVs and textures, and giving a name, light map or shadow map. Doesn't matter, to be honest. Pretty much the same. Just double checking how it looks. You can see it renders like a texture of shadows to UVs. Sometimes you can get some white parts. If you get like very bright parts or whatever, you can know it's not good. Make sure you do UVs properly and choose the normal size. Like I'm gonna do 512 by 512 texture. So yeah, I forgot here to save. That's why I get angry about this stuff, because if you don't save it, it just saves you as a different texture. I don't know why, it just annoys me a lot. After that you just delete the thing. Just presetting a scene so I can see some shadows and stuff when I'm gonna render it. And by the way, I'm doing now a new tutorial on how to make a World War One aircraft, like a plane. Uh, you can see that texture was terrible. Basically, what this new tutorial is about is just I'm taking my old, really old model, like a first model I made of aircraft, and remaking it basically. You can see that there is no shadows in here on this texture. It just annoys me a lot. Yeah, you can see in here in preview. If you open it up, you can see the texture is just white and black. Just, I don't know why Max does it. It's just so annoying. But it's not a problem. You can fix this very fast. So basically, I do the same thing: shadow map, omnilight, size, where to save. Press cancel by mistake, deleting some not only light but the skyline. Again, number one, I mean like one, just like a strength, and make sure it's pure white. That one was a bit darker because I didn't do it pure white. This one is better. So I press just save when I finish rendering and choose the path I want to save in. So make sure, again, deleting all the shadow maps, blah blah blah. Now I'm gonna have some nice nice shadow effects. And there is no lighting here, so it saves some resources for the game engine as well. It doesn't need to like do the occlusion shadows and stuff like that. Now just going to cgtextures.com and choosing one of the textures there is. Very good website, I recommend it to everybody. Just finding some wood texture, a quick one, because it's gonna be a separate tutorial on actual texturing, because we're gonna have like a cartoony style, just like a bit cartoony style game. So we're gonna like make a different textures. Like there is a guy who knows a lot about texturing and things like that. He's like magician on this one. So he's gonna like record it to, like how he does texturing in Photoshop and things like that, and show you. Just see, I'm just scaling it, making it a bit like it's a tileable texture already. It's already pre-done for me, so all I need to do is just copy paste, add it all. selecting everything, Ctrl E to weld them all together. Taking this shadow map and changing some of the properties so you can see it does the most of the stuff for me. Quite easy and quite fast, no problem at all. Of course, for more details you need to play around with Photoshop. You have to use your brush to make scratches, make things like that, but this is a very quick texturing, super quick. Just save it, use the diffuse map, a texture, and voila! Looks amazing, no problem at all. Of course it needs more working on the textures, but this as I mentioned, it's quick texturing. Has some shadows, has some wood texture. Amazing. How fast can it be done? If you're not gonna do a occlusion map, occlusion shadows, you're not gonna get the same good result, to be honest, because what it does, it just makes every single little shadow on the thing and makes a bit more realistic. I'm just adding some lights, quick scene to render it out. Basically this is it for my part of tutorial. The next one is gonna be my friend who does amazing stuff with Photoshop. He's not probably gonna use the same model because he already did it, and he's not gonna be bothered to do the same one, but basically he's gonna do a different model texturing, and he's gonna show it to you. Just gonna save. So I can show it to people. That's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like it, and good luck.